Madam Chair. I will endeavour to keep to 5 minutes, and it's a pleasure to serve under your chairship. And I want to thank the Honourable Member for Gareth for securing this timely debate so soon after the recent budget. Many of this room will recognise what she said, that there's growing concern about the extended producer responsibility scheme. I call it the glass bottle tax, because if I try to tell a constituent, someone I'm having a drink with over in one of Woking's pubs, they don't get EPR. They understand that this is a glass bottle tax and they don't get that reasoning at all. EPR is intended to reduce waste and increase recycling. Those aims we probably all share. However, the scheme risks hurting our economy, especially the hospitality sector that has struggled so much during the COVID pandemic and the cost of living crisis. This is especially true in my constituency of Woking. We are proud to have 34 pubs and one brewery called Thurston's in Horsell. We're also home to the brewing giant Asahi, which own and operate Fuller's Brewery, which I've had the pleasure of visiting the honourable gentleman's constituency as well. It counts as a constituency visit, I feel, in my opinion. I'm very glad to have Thurston's, I'm very glad to have Asahi, and I'm very glad that Woking has got such a thriving hospitality community. However, it is under threat. That hospitality industry supports over 2,000 jobs and it contributes £131 million to our economy. Yet the glass bottle tax will impose more than £150 million in new costs on brewers for glass packaging alone. At a time when businesses are already struggling with inflation, energy prices and higher taxes, this additional burden will deter investment and place jobs at risk. So I wonder if the Minister will commit to reviewing EPR fees because of decisions made and announced at yesterday's budget. The beer duty is going to be increasing in line with inflation. That will have an impact. At a time when hospitality is already under pressure, that adds to yet another cost. Brewers and pubs tell me they cannot simply absorb both. The continued effect of higher beer duty, way out of kilter with our European neighbours, and EPR charges will inevitably reduce investment and add to the growing trend of pubs and hospitality venues being closed down. The government can't tax its way to growth. There are serious issues with double charging. Although EPR is meant to apply to only household waste, many pubs already pay for commercial waste collection. Despite this, the sector faces £60 million in costs, with some larger pubs paying as much as £2,000 more each year. DEFRA has accepted the flaw, but does not have a plan to correct it until year 3 of the scheme. I don't think that is acceptable. Pubs cannot afford to wait that long. What steps will the government take now, and I look forward to hearing from the Minister later, to prevent businesses paying twice for the same waste? Will paying twice be backdated when those charges come in year 3? The Office for Budget Responsibility classified EPR as a tax, adding further uncertainty to brewers and pub owners. Without clear guidance on reporting and future fees, businesses cannot plan, they cannot invest, they cannot expand. At a time when our economy needs stability, that uncertainty threatens growth, which was one of the key drivers of this government. The Liberal Democrats have proposed a 5% cut on VAT on hospitality because we feel we need to support the hospitality sector, particularly to compensate for EPR. Even if only half of that 5% cut in VAT was passed through, the average household would save £135 by April 2027. The remaining benefit would help businesses stay open, protect jobs and support wages. We know this for a fact. We saw that in the 2008 VAT reduction, when at least 52% of it was passed on to customers. Our goal should be to support responsible environmental reform, while protecting pubs, breweries and the hospitality sector. They hold our British communities together. It's a big part of the British way of life. So I urge the Minister, as the Honourable Member for Gower has done, to listen to the industry. Would they address the risks of double charging in our economy? How can they provide clarification on fees and to ensure the government works together and that she works with Cabinet colleagues to reduce the harm to the brewing and hospitality sector? Thank you.